Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to do a September favorites and regrets. So I love fall. I love September. This was a great month. I just love the fall time. And this month I feel like I have a really good selection of products. I tried out so many new things. Also some things that did not work out for me, but we're going to talk about everything in this video. So if you want to see my favorites and regrets for September, then just keep on watching. So this month was definitely the month for Maybelline Fit Me. I have used this a ton. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I did a full video doing like full face Maybelline. You guys know these are my favorite. So I was so lucky to be the ambassador for this shade here. This is 104, so this is really cool. It was a huge moment for me and probably the coolest thing that I've accomplished with like my YouTube career. It was awesome. Being able to be an ambassador for this was definitely a big favorite of mine. I just love seeing all the campaigns everywhere in store and TV and everything. So that was really cool. This foundation I've been wearing a lot this month as well, so I freaking love that. I also have had two other foundations that have been so good. So the first one is one that I did a first impression on in a video. I tried the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation and I fell in love with this. Golden beige is like, I don't think I've ever had such a good foundation shade. This is how I want all of my foundations to be, like this specific shade. It's such a good shade. This one feels so like high-end. It feels like a very good, like high quality foundation. It does not feel like a drugstore foundation. It is freaking great. A lot of times I want a full coverage foundation, but I don't want it to be heavy. I don't want it to be like a mask. At the same time, I don't want a lightweight foundation. This is just like something right in between. You can build it up to a full coverage, but it looks still kind of natural. It kind of looks really, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like a full coverage when you just apply it. It's just like a nice medium, and then you can build it up, and it just feels really lightweight on the skin, and I just love the formula. I just love this foundation. It's so good. Another foundation that I actually bought a while ago, can't remember, I think it was in the springtime, and then I just realized I use this all the time and I love it. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I have talked about this one on my channel, and I think you guys know I like it a lot, but I actually love it. I always travel with this. This is the only foundation that I travel with because it gives me amazing coverage, and the finish and everything about this foundation is gorgeous. It is definitely up there in price. I always travel with this and I love it. This is like amazing. I used the color Warm Ivory and it's a really good shade. Okay, so I did that full video on trying the new Masterclass products from Maybelline and also the full face of Maybelline. So I've been trying a lot of Maybelline products lately, and the three products that definitely stood out to me doing all of those reviews, and I've used these so much just in general, like my favorite product, like #1 from Maybelline now, is the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter. Oh my god, this was like better than I thought. Definitely like the best drugstore highlighter I've used. This one is definitely like blinding AF. As you can see, it kind of looks really goldeny, and it is gold, but it is not too dark. Like, I've never seen it on my cheeks being too dark. It's actually the highlighter that I have on my skin right now, and I don't feel like it is too dark. But I've also seen people with a darker skin rock this and they love it. So this is such a nice like universal shade. It's a very nice, kind of like a golden peachy shade. It's so pretty. If you haven't tried this, so amazing. By the way, I have the color Molten Gold and I love it. Also really ended up liking their Master Fix Baking and Brightening Loose Powder. First of all, I just have to say, if you have a fair skin tone, I would not recommend this because it is a little dark. Because if you saw that video that I'm talking about, trying those products, you could see kind of darkening up my concealer a little bit. So I was really fair at that moment. But now that I have self-tanner on my skin, I can definitely use this and it does not darken up my concealer. But if you have very light skin tone, this is too dark for you. But I think this would be great if you have more of a medium skin tone. But the baking powder in general is so nice because it has a very thin consistency, but it does not flashback. I know when I think about like a really thin powder, I'm thinking flashback. But this one does not give any flashback. Really good for baking. It just really makes the under eye look so smooth and perfect and beautiful. And I totally recommend this. Also really like this as an all-over setting powder. I don't find it to brighten that much. I don't know why it's called brightening loose powder, but it's definitely really mattifying and makes your makeup last all day. So next up we have to talk about NYX brushes. And before you're like, what? Never heard anyone talk about these. I never seen them really on the Maybelline Masterclass in Helsinki. We got these in our like Masterclass like little box that we can use these as our tools. I did not have high expectations at all, but this beauty blender, I know it's so dirty. It's kind of embarrassing. This beauty blender is my new favorite. I like it better. Crazy. I like it better than the original beauty blender. I just gravitate towards this one way more, and I have never been so in love with a beauty blender. It's so soft, it's so big, and I just love the shape of it. It's so nice. Like, it's perfect to bake with. It's amazing to apply foundation with. It's like the best beauty blender. I think this is either $6 or $8. I can't really remember, but it's way less than the beauty blender. And if you have been wanting the beauty blender, but you think it's too expensive, because it is, let's be real, you're gonna freaking love this. And also just want to quickly say, because I know some people didn't know this, but you always have to wet your beauty sponge. Always have to wet it. So put it under your sink, squeeze it up, and it will get a lot bigger. And then just squeeze up the excess water, and then you can use it on your face. Never use them dry. You can use them dry, but they don't work. It's no point in using them. So always wet your beauty blender. My other favorite from NYX, this is Holy Grail. This is the number 6. And when I first saw this, I was like, no, I don't know. Looks kind of weird. I've never had such good contour and bronzer days as when I use this. This one makes every single product that I have work. I can just apply any bronzer or contour product, and it just like diffuses the color perfectly. It's the best brush, and you can also use it all over your face, and it just works so good with bronzer and contours so well. You can even use it with cream products, but I prefer it with powder, but it's so nice. And these other brushes I just want to talk about really quick. I've been using this one for foundation all the time. It's called number 4. It's such a good foundation brush because it is kind of a mix of a traditional buffer brush and also a stippling brush. It's so nice. Perfect highlight brush. And this one is a really good blush brush. This is number 8. You can use this for a lot of things. Like, I use these types of brushes for everything, but you can definitely use them for blush and also highlight. So if you haven't tried NYX brushes, you should definitely try them. Especially the ones that I recommended. Those are so good. So a bronzer that I have been really liking lately is this one from Buxom, and this is the Hot Escapes bronzer in Tahiti. Smells like coconuts. It's a little less coconutty than like the Physicians Formula and the Marc Jacobs one, but it's still, it has a coconut scent to it. I love like bronzy bronzers, like bronzers that are like that bronzy tone that has a little bit of shimmer to them. Have a little of like that bronzy color to it, not too cool tone. This is just like the perfect bronzy bronzer. So for example, today I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer like pretty much all over my face, like in the outer edges. And then I just went in lightly with this one on top just to kind of make it a little bit more bronzy, because that one is like a little lighter and a little cooler. But this one is like a little warmer with some shimmer, and it just kind of makes everything look amazing. Also have to talk about this cream that I have been loving lately. This is the Bare Minerals Butter Drench Rich Cream. That name is just the best. Butter Drench, like how amazing does that sound? And this is an expensive product for sure. I find it to be so worth it. I am excited to put on this cream every single night. I get so excited every time I use this product. I really just love this. It makes me happy using this cream. It's so nice. So this is really worth it. And I have oily skin and I use this, but I always use it at nighttime. If you have like extremely dry skin, you can probably use it in the morning as well. I don't know. But this is such a good like night cream for me that has more of a combination oily skin. But yeah, this one is so good. Such a good cream. Then I quickly have to talk about these Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks because I love these so much. I have the color Celebrity Skin on my lips right now. This one is my favorite. I love Celebrity Skin. I can swatch them on my hands so you guys can see. So here we have Celebrity Skin. Then we have Mannequin, which is a little bit lighter. I love that one as well. Then we have Androgyny, which is the darkest shade, which I haven't used that much, but I'm going to use this so much now in the fall time, and I have used it a couple of times this month, and it is like the perfect dark lip but not too dark, you know what I mean? Like you can definitely rock this every single day, but on my complexion it is pretty dark. So these are like more types of shades that I use. Formula on Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks are, in my opinion, the best quality. I've never tried a brand that I love as much as I love the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. They are honestly the best. Then we only have a few products left, and they're all from Urban Decay that I've been loving. Of course, I have been loving the Naked Heat palette. I think this palette is stunning. I love this. It's like the prettiest naked palette I've seen. I love that it has so many nice matte warm tone shades. I love it. So many great shades in here. And also this is like the perfect fall eyeshadow palette. Like if you want fall in a palette, the Naked Heat is your guy. And also from the Naked Heat line, they also brought out lipsticks, and I really ended up loving the color called Fuel. I love the packaging as well. It's really pretty. But this is a very pretty, like a warm and nude shade. It's a really nice creamy consistency. It just works so nice with so many makeup looks, and it's a very nice like everyday color. It's a little bit on like the peachy side. It's beautiful. It's not too light, not too dark. Really does look beautiful, and I love that one. And then we have one more favorite, and then we also have one regret. So I'm gonna start with the favorite, and this is the Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover Dissolving Spray. So Urban Decay came out with a full like new makeup remover line, and from the line this was definitely the one that I like the most, and I have been really enjoying using. So this is a spray, like an oily spray, and I spray this directly on my face. You can spray it on a cotton pad, you can spray it however you want to, but I like to spray this directly on my face. This one is very powerful. It really removes all your makeup. It's very effective, very good, does not sting your eyes whatsoever. I love this product. However, this one made my eyes burn like never before, and I do not have sensitive eyes. I've never had that problem with any other makeup removers. Like personally, I'm not really sensitive on like makeup removers or anything like that, but this one burned the crap out of my eyes, and it hurt so much, and it was painful. So I'm just gonna say, I don't recommend this. It removed makeup really well, like all over my face. It was nice, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it because of that, because normally if I want to remove my makeup, I want to remove my eye makeup as well. I'm just gonna say, if you're getting one of the Urban Decay makeup removers, I would go for the spray over this one. I don't know why this one hurts my eyes so much, but the spray one does not. I don't know. It's just not worth it when it hurts so much. Like my eyes burns when I use this. So that was it for all of my favorites and regrets for September. I want to know what you guys love this month. Leave them in the comment section. I would love to know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.